Welcome to quiltmoxie.com. My name is Ariana, and today I'd like to show you how to tink a bobble. Let's get started. To tink a bobble, what I mean is another way to install a bobble. Instead of knitting and turning your work, you're going to be knitting backwards. So knit yourself to the place where you would like to install your bobble. And you'll be turning your one stitch into 5 by knitting in the front and back of the loop. So here's front and back, front, back, and one more loop in the front. Now you have your 5 stitches created out of one. Instead of you turning your work right now, we're just going to tink instead of knit. Knitting backwards, which is basically English style, throwing your yarn to create a purl stitch without turning your work. To continue your bobble, you'll be doing 5 knit stitches here. The first one I'm going to slip off. There are many ways to do a bobble. This is just one of the many. Once you have your 2 rows of bobble done on 5 stitches, you want to reduce to 3. We're going to do that by purling 2 together, but without turning our work. We're basically knitting backwards, 2 together, followed by 1 purl stitch, followed by 2 together, 2 purl stitches together, to complete our bobble. Let's slip off the first stitch and knit the last 2 stitches together. Slip your slipped stitch over the last stitch to complete the bobble. And to secure it into place, knit the next stitch. Let's try it one more time. Knit to where you'd like to install a bobble. Increase your 1 stitch to 5 by knitting into the front and back of the loop. So here's where I will install the bobble. Knitting into the front, the back. Give yourself slack. The back, the front. You have 5 stitches on your needle. Now we're going to tink 5 stitches. So we're knitting backwards to create the purl stitches. This is practical when you have just a little bit of knitting and you don't want to turn your work. So you might be driving or sitting as a passenger, or you just have a little bit of knitting to do. Here we have it. To decrease, again, we're going to take our 5 stitches and reduce them to 3 by purling 2 together. Purl the next stitch. Purl the last 2 stitches of the bobble together. You have 3 stitches remaining. Slip the first stitch off. Knit the last 2 together. Slip the stitch over the other stitch to complete your bobble. And to secure your bobble into place, we're going to knit the following stitch. And that is how we tink a bobble.